Hi everyone, thanks for joining for the day 7 of AZ-104 training. And this will be the last day of the training. And I hope you guys have enjoyed so far and also answered to the assessment. And I'm giving the mic to Yasin, and we'll be getting started. Over to you.
Hello Surag, how are you? And hello everyone for good evening. As Surag says, today is the last session of the training, and we will cover today the last topics of data recovery. It is actually called data protection. It means backup and recovery. Before going to the module, I will review the questions of the last assessment. So I'm starting from question number one. So question number one was you have multiple apps running in a single app service plan. True or false? Each app in the service plan can have different scaling rules. It will be false because in a service plan you have to put one single rules. Then question number two, which of the following settings are not swapped when you swap an app? Select three. Handler mapping, publishing endpoints, general settings such as framework version 32 or 64-bit or WebSockets. Always another option is always on, and custom domain names. Actually, this is a three you cannot swap. This is that one is B, publishing endpoints, D, always on, and E, custom domain names. Now question number three, you are administrating a production web app. The the app the app requires scaling to of 5 instances, 40 GB of storage, and a custom domain name. Which app service plan you should use? You select one. This one it will be standard. You have to choose the standard plan, which is meeting by this requirements that are in the questions. So question number four, you are backing up your app service. Which of the following is included in the backup? Select two. Which by which configuration we will go for the you can include it in the backup. So it will be app configuration and Azure database for MySQL. And question number five is you decide to move all your services to Azure Kubernetes service. Which of the following component will you contribute or to your monthly Azure charge? What will be the monthly Azure charge? Only monthly Azure charge will be custom node virtual machines. Actually, where the you will put the code and you will put the files of apps that node you have to pay the charges. Other node like production node you don't need to charge because that node was maintained and managed by the what Azure portal or Azure service or Microsoft provider. So these are the things. So I am starting the today's module data protection. So I'm sharing the slide as well as then we will go to the portal and we will check the how we will back up data and how we will recover it. So today is the last class. So I'm starting now. So this is the module 11 and it is the Azure data protection, how we will protect data. Data protection means not like to restrict data, it is just how we will protect data if there is anything happen in the system. So first of all, we will go through the slides. What we will learn here, how to make backup with file and folder, then how we'll make backup a virtual machine, and then we'll go for lab and review. There are two ways. One way is to backup from Azure for files or from the on-premise. Suppose you have a you have a server or any workstation in the on-premise, so you want to connect with the Azure backup with this on-premise, then also you can control the backup from your portal also. So this is for Azure workloads. From Azure portal you can choose workload from your Azure, and which one for Azure file share. There are four type of backup you can make: Azure virtual machine, another is file share, any file, or SQL server, any SQL server which is running on any Azure VM, or Snap HANA is Azure VM. So we will today we will discuss with these two, because AZ-104 is covering these two. And there is on-premise workload. On-premise workload, when we like Azure file share, there is only one option is there: files and folders. This one, if you click this one, if you select these options, then it will back up your on-premise any files and folders. We will learn from the portal as well very soon. So first of all, and this is the on-premise, how to make on-premise. This one also we will go in the practical way, and how we will back up and there's these things. So let's go and check the let's go virtual machines also we will do. Before that, we will go and check the how we will can back up and recover the file share. So as we know, this is my Azure portal. So first of all, I will go for recovery service. So you will type here recovery service vaults, because you need to first of all make a vault like Azure plan. They make a vault, then from in the vault you will do. This is from another class for a recovery one. I will create here another for your class recovery 2. I will make it, just make it create. So you will choose here the subscription what you are working on it now. Now as resources make it like this, and then vault name, any vault name. So I will put it recovery 2. Okay, then east us, you can make it east us, or suppose east us, because we have networking there, so east us will be better. So go for east us. Next, networking. So allow public from the all networks, deny public from all networks, allow private networks. So if you put here, then you have to put some DNS zone, or add some the identify the network and subnet, but we will prove that allow public access from all networks. So next will be tags. As we know that function of tags and everything. So you will go for review and create, and it is review is done. So create. So it is initializing deployment. Let's wait some time. So it's working. You can see here, or you can click here, then it will be go. They will show you the operation details, timestamp and everything. There is some parameters there. So actually, these are the in the questions, Azure questions you can ask, where you can see the operation details in a pictures. They can show this screenshot and check like A, B, C like this. They will level it. So you can choose from here also. These are the things just I show you. Why? Because it can come as a question in the Azure exam. So we're waiting for deployment. It will take some time. It is done. So go to the resource. Now I'm going to the recovery 2 resource. Here we will start the work of data backup and recovery. This is the overview of suppose backup and recovery. So first of all, we will go for backup. So how will backup? Backup will work like this way. We will click here backup panel will come. So there is a backup. What is written here? The storage applications is set to zero redundant. This option cannot be changed later. Before proceeding further, click here. If you want to change the backup policy geo redundant, then it is geo redundant. Suppose if you change to local redundancy or something any other like that, then you can click here and you can change, but I put it like this as it is. So this is what is your workload now, like Azure Slack Hub, Azure Stack HSI, or on premise. So I put it Azure. So we will go through the Azure and on premises here. So first of all, I will go for Azure. Now what is the options from Azure? I will Azure file share. Now go for backup. It will backup file share. Select the storage. If you have no storage, first of all you have to create a storage here. So which storage you want to backup? So file. So we will put here, there is no storage here. Storage, there should be storage here. We will create one storage. No storage accounts in found. Okay, let's create one storage here because I maybe use one storage already for recovery one, that's why it's not taking here. So let's create another storage and files. Storage. This storage is already used backup by another recovery, so that's why this storage account is not coming. So I'm creating another one. We know actually how to create storage. It's okay. Name Yasin2 STUS standard plus. We will put it as it is. Networking is there's no okay, no problem. There is no issues there. So just go for next, next, and next step. Review and create. Let's for validation. This is running for validation. If is everything okay, then it is. No, everything okay. Now it's create. So now also just wait for the creating a. Then we will create a file share. Then we will go there. Now it's okay. Now we will create from here file because we need to. It's not deploying here. Suppose in this storage there will be a file. That file we want to make backup. So this is the story and this is our motto. So we are making one storage Yasin2. Under this Yasin2 we will make a file and we will we will back up those files. So this is Yasin2 came. Go to resources. So where is this is file shares. Just click here. Just name file back. Put the name file back. Then create. Is the file back. So like a basket, or you can connect here this folder will be connect, yeah, as you show this one also connect from the from with your PC like this way, script is running the script, and also connect for with the actually synchronized in your ear. And now we will back up these folders. How? From here. Now select. Look, Yasin came. Click here. Okay. Now full folder will be backup. This might take a minute. We're just waiting. It will take some time actually. So it's done. Now we will add. So there is a file back, there is XSMB, is automatically created. So we just OK. Now go for this is the policy. There are a lot of policy there. So you can edit this policy also by checking from here. So which are the policy? Policies is daily, frequently daily in 7:30 p.m. It will universal time zone or any time zone you can check here. It will be backup. Okay. And it will return the daily backup after 30 days. So these are the you can change here also. So I keep it as it is, then click enable backup. So backup is going on to create that backup. And one thing, if you are planning to go for exam AZ-104, then please go through the every modules and work hard, go for practical, and also read properly. There is a lot of question will come from practical and working area also. So please, it's not a very easy exam. 700 will be the pass mark. It means 70%. So please be prepared strongly. And if you want to do, this is my suggestion, if you want to go for Azure exam, start from tomorrow. Don't back, don't gap. If you gap, then it's very difficult for you to start up again and give the exam and pass. So go to resources, recovery 2 here. So already there's a backup is here. So this is backup. To discuss is very important. So this is already we can go the backup items. So how many backup items there? There is we put one backup items. What is that one? That one is Azure storage, Azure files. Backup policy. If you click here, then backup policy will come here. So these are the thing you can go for backup. And suppose now we will go for how to backup from my on-premise data. So again, go backups. Now we will go for on-premise. It's a very interesting and it's a some configuration you need to remember. So please carefully. So there, if you have a Hyper-V virtual machine there, any VMware virtual machine there in your SQL server, if your SharePoint Exchange system state, bare metal recovery, any recovery you can do, but we will do here files folder because it is on our. So this is the prepare for these things we will work these things we will work in our local machine. So I will do in our local machine. So just click here. So it's coming. There will be installer, Marsa installer, in agent installer will be there. There will be agent which will which will be mid of on-premise, my on-premise and my Azure. So click here. It will set up for yes. there's some requirements for these setups, maybe .NET and other things. It will check here. If it is not here, then it will automatically set up with that. So these are the things. So you will go for next. So installation folder is here, cache location is here. It will be a cache location there. So you connect internet and proxy. No, I'm not connected with a proxy. I don't need any Microsoft update. Yes, everything is here. The prerequisite. So it is now copying new files for installations. One agent software or agent app is installing in my computer. There's no setuping. So it's done. Proceed for now to registration. It will register. So there is, he is asking for a bold credential. So where I will get this, we'll click here and we will click here. So this is the service board. There is the credentials. So now go here and browse, and in downloads it is there. So click here. Sorry, where is the bold credential? Again, I can download. Let's recover session. No, it's not downloading here. Download this Azure Service Agent update package now. No, where it should become. No, this one is different. Let's check. Download port initial list 10 days already downloaded or using already. Yes, already downloaded. Now you could go download. Sorry, I just click. I already downloaded. So here is the credential downloaded in maybe in my downloads. So downloads, yes, this is the credentials information there for my Azure portals. This is checking and validating my credential. If everything is okay, then it will start for encryption and server registration. Now it's done. So you just make, you can do your password, or I can make a generate password. Browse. From browse, you can put anywhere here or any, just PC. It's a PC, so you can put here PC, any PC there. So I'm just putting here this PC and just in local disk C or any. Supposing there is any. Uh, Suppose I put it here EST. Okay. Now finish. They're telling that it is in the my uh, volt is in the my local PC. So if there is a problem in local PC, this session can be lost. So I told is okay, no problem. Now it's registering the server with my Azure Backup. So just wait. And it's a very important thing, another thing, to go to work in a practical or practical lab or something lab. In a Google, you can search some practical lab by the, suppose in Active Directory, you can search any practical lab for in a in Azure Active Directory, you will find a lot of practical lab questions. Then you can solve that one to make it or boost up your confidence to, about working by, you can go for module by module to check the suppose VMs or something practical or serverless computing. So you can go like this way. So this is a done already. So there's a warning is the storing that password in locally can lead the problem. So no problem, the password file is here. Azure Backup is available for this server in here, no problem. So I make it launch, it will launch automatically. So close and it will launch here. So this is the launching the Azure backup system. So you want the backup. So we will make a Azure backup. So the server is registered already. So go for a recover schedule backup. Suppose which item you want to backup. Suppose you click here, C drive, which item, any item you can choose here, or from find here any item, then you can go for backup. Suppose users public downloads desktop. Suppose any I'm checking, suppose PC downloads. Suppose there is a AZ-104. I am, or anyone. Suppose anything you can. Suppose there's that 104, I'm just backuping. So there is a folder here. So I want to backup this folder, or you can choose multiple, no problem. So go for OK. It is, or you can add items again here, or if you need, or you can remove here. So no problem. Go for next. So this is the schedule. Day 3 a.m. it will back up like this. So no, we are at following times. Maximum allowed 3 times in a day. Suppose 3 a.m. Another is in the mid time. Another is the night. So no problem. Just make it one as it is. So weekly retention policy is weekly or monthly retention or yearly retention policy. You will check from here. It is online backup or offline backup transfer using Microsoft Azure data box or own disk. So I will make it online. Online, it will go to the Azure portal. So file and shares selected item. There is a C from B, C, and initial backup creation in the network. So backup process creating a schedule and making a backup process. So it's done. So close here. So we have to make a schedule of backup process. LRC is here. So if you go down, there is the system. Change the edition range here. No problem. Now if you want to backup, so click here. It will backup now. I'm just showing the 25 today. The backup point is 25. The next change properties, no need. This is the file you want to backup. Now backup. Now it is backing up. Which time it is showing? The local time of backing up. Data is transferring, so just wait. Now it's transferring. 12 MB data transferred. So after finish, it will create here complete, in progress. The status is here. The status will be complete after finish. So just wait. Job complete, done. So backup is successfully completed. Now it's will close. Now if you want to recover, then you just click here, go here to recover data, and this server, this is my desktop or this server name, or if you put another server, then your vault credential you will put here. Any credential is there, just we receive or in the registration time, then it will be there. So no need for this. Is the this server initial files and folders, or volume is full volume, so and we need only initial server files. That file, select the volume, which volume, that one is in the C volume. So suppose now we put in here, suppose if we there is a lot of data backup there, so you can choose from here this or that, then time also will come automatically, but now we have only one backup. This one is here. Now go for mount means like a D drive, another drive will come with those data in your computer, like to mount a CD or mount a file. Taking time. Because it is mounting from the recovery volume. Actually, it is connecting with your portal and Azure data board in your PC. That's why it's become late or taking time. Actually, if there is a more data, then it will take more time. It will be better to practice with small size of data. When you will practice, just practice with a file. So this is the now. Look, there is another drive is coming here. So you just click here, browse. Okay. Now this is the users. Click here, PC, downloads, AZ-104. Now these are the files came here, what we are going to backup and recover now here. So now we are change, or you'll copy from here in your safe places. Now you want to unmount, just click here, it will go unmount. Now there is no mount. So check here. So there is no any other drive here. Look, there's only one drive. If you go for mount, then will be another drive here. So this is from on-premise. How now we learn the how can we can file, share, and backup from on-premise and also in the Azure. Now we will check about the, suppose if you want to recover the full, you know, recover a virtual machines. So here so far we have done some backup items, so we can check from here also. It will come here. Look, agent Azure backup agent. This one is from on-premise, and Azure files. This is from Azure storage. So if you put the agent, then it will come some last backup. So there is no last backup written here. With details, it will come. These are some details. So last backup status not come yet. It will come. Latest is 638, like same voltage. If there is a backup is going on 2 or 3 year backup will come, then it will say it will the change will be there, and last backup will come here automatically when their backup will be automatically done. But we did in force backup, that's why it's not coming here. When the system will backup, then it will come here the last backup. Then you can add here again backup, any other backup if you want, then you can add here also. So this is the for Azure file backup. Now we will go for virtual machine backup. Now it is Azure, and we will select a virtual machine. So before the going for virtual machine, so check the virtual machines here. I put virtual machine to make a virtual machine run up. It will be better. So we make this virtual machine to run. This is all a stop. So we start this one. So it will be better if it is in a running position. These are the all are stop positions. So make it first of all any do it. You can back up from the running position also, stop position also, but it will be better that the PC will be run. At that time we are configuring the backup. So let's run this one. Then we will go to backup this virtual machine test 22. So I think it runs. Yes, it's running. Now I will go for recovery. So go for backup. Same. It is in Azure. So which type of backup standard or enhanced? In standard, once a day in a backup, uh, up to 5 day it will be operational tier, volatile, and ZRS will not, zone redundancy will not support this one. Support trusted any Azure VM, it will not trouble. Suppose is enhanced, then this is policy for create a new enhanced, but we can make it enhanced default policy or create a new policy also from here. How? Same as we backup in the files here. So these are the options you can schedule that you can check the options. So add the virtual machines, which virtual machine we want to backup. So create here, we make it test 22 and click OK. So it's came here for enable backup. You can OS disk only. If there's a 2 or 3 disks, you can put here OS disks. Just it will back up the operating system. Sometime we need to back up the OS only. Then you can click here. That time the full VM will not back up only the OS. The disk, which one is OS, that disk will be backup for that virtual machines. If disaster happen, then you can only recover the OS disk of those of that virtual machine, not the data disk or data recovery. So we put here full backup. After the session, I will put my Facebook page and my LinkedIn page, LinkedIn profile link in the thread and in the Teams and also in the WhatsApp messages. So if you face any questions or any problem regarding this session, uh, you know you can contact with me, no problem. I will try to solve those things. So this is the backup for virtual machines. It's already done backup. So how we will work, how we will check. So go here, getting started, and you will check the virtual machine backup items here. From here, you can check, yes, this virtual machine is there. So this is already passed. Warning for initial backup condition. Backup now. If you click here, backup now, it will click backup. View details. So these are the details will come. When crash, if it is crash, application, how application consistency and the file system consent. Warning, initial backup needs. Suppose if you go for backup now, it will initial backup. If you want to restore, then you go for restore. So let's backup now. What happened? I can check. So triggering backup, let's check. Backup in progress. There are a lot of options there. Suppose if you want to stop this backup now, you can stop the backup and resume again. No problem. So let's do the backup. So we can check the recover options also. Full VM is backupping, that's why it's taking time. So it's done. Say backup trigger successfully. Please monitor the progress in backup jobs progress. So it is already triggered for monitor. So give it instruction for backup. So we have to wait to view the jobs in last 4 hours. What is any jobs there? Backup jobs. It is already done or not? Test to look backup in progress. We just configure backup. Everything is there. What type of job we have done for backup here? Suppose we make a configure backup for files. These are all here. Desktop, we do the desktop backup one. Again, we restore. Everything is here, and details also you go there. So this is in progress. Backup is in progress. So we have to wait for this for backup in progress. So before that, we just going to meanwhile, we can go to the PowerPoint to check the anything we left in the virtual machine backup. So these are the backups. There are some backup like snapshots. There are three types of backup. One is snapshot in virtual machines. In go to the virtual machine and take the snapshot. What is the snapshot? Manage snapshot provide a quick and simple option for being a VM. Suppose you are working in a state and you just take a snapshots. It mean it is backup up to that status or to that portion. So this is called snapshots. Azure backup, as we know that Azure backup is the supports application consistent backups of both Windows and Linux, both VM full backup. And Azure Site Recovery, this is another thing. Azure Site Recovery protects your VMs from a major disaster scenario when a whole region experiences an outage. Suppose a whole region is an outage is going to down, then how it will recover? It will be a site recovery, it is called. So these are there are some workload protection. There are some backups from marketplace. You can take from a backup here. There are a lot of backups option is there. You can choose any backups option is there from if you need more advanced backups. And these are the how the virtual machine snapshot is working. Use snapshots taken as a part of a backup job. As a backup job, you can first of all take a snapshot of VM like this up to this. There is the option if it is work any suppose a up to a suppose a web server you install and take a snapshot. It means up to web server you can recover the snapshots here. So if there is a problem after that, then you can recover the snapshot. Then the state will go to the VM state will be go to the that after the installation of web server. But after the install of web server, you take the snapshot and then you configure the files of website and everything. After that, there will be disaster happen. That time if you make the snapshot recover, it will up to that portion of the setup of the web server, but it will not backup or recover your file that you configure after the taking snapshots. Configure instant restore retention only 1 to 5 days. So these are the virtual machines, how we will make it just we show now. And site recovery, what happened? A full, as I told that once full site is down, then what happened? What will be done? They replicate the Azure VMs on the Azure region to another region, one region to another region. They are backupping up. And application on premises, what will be backupping? They are backupping VM, VMware, network, disk, everything. Everything is replicated from here. Another replicate AWS Windows instance of Azure also, replicate on-premise VMware, everything will be replicated by another region. Suppose this region is down, then this region will you can recover your all the applications and VM and everything disk file from another region. So how it works? Suppose a VM is working here, you make it as a site recovery. So what happened? Suppose there is a storage account and they're sending storage data is backupping up. There is a cache. We show that the cache data will be replicate or simultaneously. There will be storage account and cache data. If and cache data is flow transforming the data to the replicate the another. Suppose central US region, there is another we replicate, we make site recovery options. So this data will sending to the storage account of uh, central US. If there is a failover, then automatically this VM will run and this will take the data from this backup. So this is the things. And this is the end of presentation. So after this we will checking the backup and we will go for end of the presentation of database backup and recovery. So it's also progress. So let's some time. Meanwhile we can check for site recovery also. So recovery 2. So there is a site recovery. So if you click here, so this is the site recovery. What we will recover the site? So Azure virtual machines. So enable replications there, where will be replicate. So these are the East US. So region will be where will be the Central US. This is a select storage. There is resource group you have to make with Central US like this from the resource manager or classic. You can put no problem. Cloud source, you have no source cloud service, so resource manager will be better. So create resource manager and Central US. Then we will put here and yes, and there will be virtual machines there. You will put same the virtual machines there and replication settings will come in that region. This is the way you can create a recovery site. So there will be two virtual machines. One will be the one in running virtual machines like East US, and another you will create same virtual machines, same type virtual machine in the Central US. How you will can make same type virtual machines, same configuration. It will be easy. You can download that ARM template and upload those templates as a replication, as a same configuration. Then it can deploy. So let's check about the VM. What about this backup items is done or not? Check Azure virtual machines. So these are the virtual machines. Backup pre-check, last backup is success. Let's check it is success or not. View details. Yes, it is saying says. Suppose your data now there's a problem with your there's a problem with your VM. Now you want to restore. Just click here, restore VM. Full VM will restore. There is no restore point. So select here. There is one restore point here. We just click. So this one and click here. Now create new restore configuration or replacing the existing. This is the one thing. Thus, where you will create here, where you want to put, it will put there. Or create new, it will create new virtual machines there. Or and the other one option is like just only file. So just click here details. It will be total VM, and this one is the file recovery. Select, click OK. Then download executables, download the script of browser recover files, then you will be unmounted, then you will put here, you click here, then it will be unmounted disk. A disk will come with the files as we show in the in the there is a local drives or the machine where it run, it will it will give the run there, like here. Let's check the generate password. It's taking time. So the process is like as it is in the like on-premise data recovery. Just mount a file will come with a mounted file and mounted drive. Then you can take those files and you can copy those files from your in your like in your targeted machines or in the offline machines or any places, any media files, tape files, any files. You can take this one. Fail download. I know. I just click OK. So this is the data protection, and this is the ending of today's session to recover how to recover and backup data. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. I will give the questions, try to give the questions here. So anyone have questions? PowerPoint will be shared. Yes, I will give to the Surag. Surag will distribute or sharing that slide, PowerPoint slide. Thank you very much all, as you are in my training and have patience with me. I will try to give as much possible to cover the AZ-104 modules. Now the part goes to you. Thank you, everyone. Azure
Thank
Backup
you.
Center.
Thank you.
There is a question: is how about Azure Backup Center? Azure Backup Center is nothing, just a this control your backupping system from in from the Azure. All will be together in Azure Backup Center. Can you see the backup VM to another resources group for or another? Yes, you can. First of all, you have to create those VM. Yes, backup can be automated. I show you that you just put the parameters there, the schedule there, it will automatically.
Thank you, Yasin, for the wonderful training, and it was really resourceful, and it was really understandable from your side. And I hope everyone who joined with us was able to learn, and it was helpful for them. And I hope to see you guys in the upcoming sessions as well with us. And the recording will be available shortly in the YouTube channel, and the presentations for the whole day will be shared in the community again. Is there any other question regarding the today's session, or any any doubts that you guys are having?
There's a
All right.
practice test. Yeah, there's question of a practice test. You can go for practice test in the in Azure, in a Microsoft Azure portal, or not Azure portal, actually Microsoft in Azure. If you go in the AZ-104 site of Microsoft, there is some, they have maybe two uh, practice exam there. I've given my Facebook page link and LinkedIn profile. So if you have any questions or if any problem further about this training, you can contact with me, or you can ask me any question there. So I will try to give your answer and I'll try to solve your.
If there is no other questions, we can wind up the last day and the training.
Yes, we can. I think there is no question anymore. So thank you everyone to joining this session. Thank you.
Thank you, Yasin, for your effort to be doing the training out of your work hours, and being with us. And it was really great to have you with us, and looking forward for the upcoming sessions as well. And thank you all for being with us in the last 7 days. And it was great to have you guys. And I hope you were the session were useful, and it was helped you with the training or your certifications. And yeah, thank you. And
Thank you.
good night.
Good night. Thank you.